go ahead and hit record here first. Okay, here we go. Great. Hey, Ruthie Ann. It's Wednesday. I've seen you one day every day this week. Do you need me to unmute you? There.
I got it. I got it. How about that?
I know. And you looked so beautiful yesterday.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
And not that you don't look beautiful today. I mean, you were just like sparkly. You had like a shiny, sparkly top.
Right, right. I'm in my PJs tonight.
That is the way to go. All right, I'm going to start putting us over into the Facebook group right now, Zoilita. So you'll be recorded live in just a moment. Ready? I'll take myself off. This might take a minute. I have to redo something. So I'm just going to stay gone for a bit, but feel free to chat or, you know, butter up the room if you want.
Okay. And you'll let me know when to actually begin.
Yes, I will.
Okay.
Yep.
Zoilita, where are you from?
So I am in Longmont, Colorado, which is just above Boulder.
Okay.
So I'm about 10 miles outside of Boulder, Colorado. How about
Okay.
you?
I'm in Italy.
Oh, far out. So are my children and grandchildren.
Oh, where at in Italy?
They're going to Pompeii tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
So they're around that area.
Okay, they're on vacation?
Yes. My
Okay.
daughter and son-in-law are taking a trip around the world with their 4.5-year-old daughter.
Oh, lovely, lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm in the northwestern portion, near the French border.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So where's everyone else from? While we're just kind of waiting to get the sign that it's time to actually begin, you can unmute and, you know, just share where you're from.
I'm in the UK at the moment.
Whereabouts?
I'm in Sheffield, South Yorkshire just now, so towards the north.
Well, I'm so glad to have you.
Thank you.
Hello,
Hello, where are you from?
I'm in Southeast near Brighton in UK.
Nice.
That's where I used to be. Ta-da.
Very nice. Just by the beach, 5 minutes walk.
Oh, that's nice. Well, I'm in the Rocky Mountains, and so I have like very changeable weather. It can be all the way from like, this is Fahrenheit, of course, but it can be all the way from like 80 degrees to 0 degrees in 24 hours. So Colorado is definitely an adventurous place to live for weather.
Yeah, I've been there many
Don,
times.
nice to see you. Anybody else want to share where they're from?
Hi everyone, I'm in London, and I'm right near the Wimbledon tennis ground, so I can hear all of that going on in the background.
Well, welcome. Nice to have you.
East Coast, USA, Rhode Island, near Boston, a tiny place.
Very good to have you.
Been there. I've been to Boulder too, and Denver, and I think Boulder is really nice. I've not been to where you're from, or where you're at right now. But,
Yeah, I'm just outside of Boulder, not very far, about 10
Mhm.
minutes away.
Yeah.
I have a lot of the same culture as Boulder, but it's not quite as expensive. Well, it looks like we're beginning to stream on Facebook now, so we'll just wait until we get the sign to actually begin our gathering.
Okay. Can you guys all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So sorry that took so long. There was tech issues, but it's all good now. And so for the people who are here but are not showing up on the screen, it's just because I have it set so that if you're not live video, then we don't see you. It just keeps it cleaner so that Zoilita can see as many of us as possible instead of having big blank squares. But for those of you who aren't live video, feel free to pop your questions into the chat. And then when we get to the question and answer part, I can read them off to Zoilita. Everybody else, when we get to the question and answer part, if you're not familiar with Zoom, there's a little bar at the bottom and there's a smiley face with a plus on his head and that says reactions. If you just click on that, you'll see one that gives you just a raise hand. And you can just do that. And that way it'll pop you up into the top left-hand corner of Zoilita's screen so she knows who has questions. And I'm gonna pop myself off so that I can just sort of run things from behind the scenes for the magnificent and wonderful Zoilita, who's gonna help us all with building better hypno practices. So take it away, Ms. Grant.
Well, thank you so much for having me. You know, I consider myself to be one of the most blessed of people. I've been able to work my entire life in these hypnosis professions that I dearly love, and I still feel vital and excited. I've been working in these kinds of professions for 50 years. First as a hypnotherapist, and probably for the last 14 as a hypnotic success coach. A hypnotic success coach is someone that uses hypnosis in a non-therapeutic way to help people clear mindsets and shift them and achieve goals. And so I work primarily with people who would not identify they needed therapy, but really like the idea of finding a coach to be able to achieve their goals. And if you have a coach that knows hypnosis, it's kind of the best of both worlds. Well, as I mentioned before, I've been lucky enough to do this for 50 years, and I don't feel burned out at all. And I think one of the reasons for that is that every single day I take some time to think about my why. Why do I do this? I do this because I believe it makes a difference in the world. And I have seen people's lives transform. I do this because it stretches me. It pulls me to be the very best that I can be to service and support my clients. And the third reason is because it allows me to make the standard of living that I like to live at, working under 25 hours a week. I know, I believe that you can make a good six-figure income, and I'm talking about the middle of the 100,000 income, working part-time by learning how to work effectively at your practice. But one of the things that I've noticed is that not everyone in our profession is really able to have that standard of living that they might want to desire. And so I decided that I would share with you what I know how to make that happen. So I have for you 3 tips, which I think are very powerful tips. And then I'm going to take you through a process that is going to allow you to see how you can amplify and develop your practice from the inside. You know, the reality is there's always an inner game and an outer game. And the outer game is about your tools, your skills, your techniques, the things that you do in the world. The inner game is about you. And in order to be able to really have success in the world, you have to master the inner game. You know, Wayne Dyer once said that an hour you spend in the inner world is like 4 hours in the outer world. I know that's true. Have you ever heard of the 80-20 rule? I'm sure you have. Well, here's an interesting reframe on it. So the 80-20 rule is really basically that 20% of what you do in the world could produce 80% of the results. And 80% of what you do produces 20% of your results. The goal is to figure out the right 20% to get that 80% results. Well, here's a reframe on that rule. And the reframe of that rule is, if you spend 80% of your time, money, and energy on you, the 20% you spend in the world will be miraculous. And I'm talking about self-care, self-love, education, massages, acupuncture, the things that nurture you, the things that help you be happy, raises your frequency and allows that 20% that you put in the world to be more effective and more efficient. Reality is your practice is a business. In order to be able to operate it as a business, you have to understand marketing. Marketing is not a bad word. Sometimes people think about marketing and they think about used car salesmen or ads on TV. But the reality is the kind of marketing we want to do is educational marketing. The reality is whenever the mind is involved, hypnosis can make a transformative change. And when isn't the mind involved? So the ability to be able to offer people true transformation is something that's really priceless. But your marketing is the engine of your business. And if you do not feel comfortable with marketing, if you do not learn how to embrace marketing, your business is going to stall out. And you're going to have a dearly loved hobby that you support with your day job. What I would really like for everyone who really wants to have a successful practice is for them to be able to do it. You know, I'm all about creating the ideal life, and part of creating the ideal life is creating your ideal business. So here are 3 very simple techniques that are very profound. And you do have a very comprehensive handout in the group, because I wanted you to be able to really review this material in detail so that it can make a difference in your life. So the first technique to use is referral-based marketing. Referral-based marketing can be some of the most successful marketing that you can use, because when someone refers friends or family to you, they have an automatic yes set. So these are going to be really good clients. These are going to be clients that are like open to tools and techniques you use. These are going to be clients that are already thinking that this is going to be a really good experience working with you. So a good way to develop a referral-based marketing practice, and my practice today is only referral-based. Luckily, I've been able to train a few people to do what I do, so I have people to refer to. My practice right now is between 24 and 25 clients every week. That's the upper limit of what I want to work at. So right now, I refer all people that contact me that I don't personally know or know people I'm working with to people I've trained. But getting those referral system in place is a very important thing to do in your practice. So this is what I recommend you do. You get 5 people that are going to be your referrers. Good matches for hypnosis professions are massage therapists, acupuncturists, I know we don't call them cosmetologists anymore, but people that give out to do facials, people that do hair. All of these people are people that are listening to people's challenges in life and wanting to help those people be able to meet those challenges. So you find your 5 referring partners and you cultivate the partners. You cultivate the partners by asking for referrals. The number one reason that people don't get referrals is they fail to ask. So with your 5 referral partners, you say, I'm in the process of expanding. Okay, I don't care if you graduated last week. You want to say expanding my practice, and I would appreciate any referrals. That's step 1. Step 2 is a good referral for me is someone suffering from anxiety and stress. There's hardly a single person in the world today that is not suffering from anxiety and stress. Someone who wants to shed extra weight. Someone that wants to understand their dreams. You know, like I said a few minutes ago, when the mind is involved, hypnosis can help the mind. Hypnosis can help the change happen. So you identify, this is my ideal client. You ask for the referral, you identify this is my ideal client, you suggest how it is they describe you. Okay, when you're giving a referral from me, I would really appreciate if you would share that I do have specialized training in helping people with anxiety and stress, and that I am really committed to helping people solve whatever challenge that they're having. And this is like a little side tip, you know, whenever you are talking to people about what it is that you do, always talk from your benefits. Okay, it's easy for us to get stuck in the idea of, you know, this is what I do, blah, 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 blah. If you can switch that and say, I really hear what you're saying about anxiety and stress, and I have personally found that using hypnotic processes is one of the best ways that we can help you solve your problem. Okay, people don't actually buy services, they buy results. And so when you are clear with people, these are the possible results you can get, it's much more appealing. And that's the way you want to train your referral people. Okay, so you're asking for the referral, you're identifying what the referral looks like, and you're explaining how to refer to you. The last step is always acknowledge that referral with appreciation. You know, we never mention the name of the client, but I send cards out, and the cards basically say, thank you so much for your recent referral. I appreciate your confidence in me, and I wish you all good things. And sometimes when I have people that refer a lot, you know, one time when I was still in developing practices phase in my career, I did a survey and I found that over the course of about 15 years, 75% of my referrals came from 3 women that were either foreign or either current or former clients. 75% came from those 3 women. So sometimes I send flowers. You know, I really want my referral sources to know I value them. I don't think it's good that we pay for the referrals, like giving people discounts or sessions. I know that in my profession of coaching, that's considered to be not real ethical. But acknowledging the referral through thank yous and through occasional small gifts, I think is a totally appropriate way to go. Okay, so that's your number 1 tip. Cultivate your referral network. Your number 2 tip is this, what I call the law of marketing syntax. And the reason that I wrote this out with a template for you to follow is it's such a powerful tool. And it really speaks to the importance of learning how to make copy that converts. Okay, how do you write copy that converts someone who is curious into becoming a client? And it's all about the words. You know, if we take these 3 letters, A-C-T, we can spell act, or we can spell T-A-C, tact, or we can spell C-A-T, cat. All of those things are different, but they're all the same letters. So in following this law of marketing syntax, which I'm not going to go into in a great detail because I gave you a good template to follow, and you can email me or message me with questions after. But I want you to get this principle that when you create information where a person identifies what a problem is, sees that you have the solution to the problem. So first of all, you want to identify a problem. Then you want to present the idea there's a possible solution to the problem. Then you want to connect you as the person able to give you the solution. And then the last step is to present the compelling vision of the goal. It's kind of like a future self idea. You know, if we go through this process, this is what's going to happen for you. And again, remember, people are not buying the service, they're buying the results. And the wonderful thing is that the proof of the results is in people's lives. You know, one of the things that I say is like a hypnotic statement in my working with clients. I say, you know, over the course of time, you will begin to notice changes in how you feel, changes in what you do, changes in your life. And the wonderful thing about the changes is they're going to come naturally and organically from inside. So remember to notice the changes. When people begin to see there are results in their lives, they begin to move further and further along that path to transformation and change. It's like seeing the results activates more results. The third tip that is very important is the concept of having goals. You know, you never know that you will get to some place unless you know where it is you're going. So having written goals is very important. And I also think tracking income is important. Like one of the things that my coach has me do is she has me track the actual money I make, but also track the sales I make. The majority of my clients are long-term clients, and I sell packages of sessions. And the bigger package you buy, the less costly the session, of course. So the number one package that I sell is I sell 20 sessions for $3,200 US. So if the client makes up a payment plan where they're going to pay me a third each month, then in my tracking system, I'm going to mark $1,000 plus whatever that first payment is, but my sales is $3,200. And so when you keep your eye on the sales and you make sure that you're consistently making sales, it keeps that flow of your income consistent and growing. Does that make sense? Okay, so you got your 3 tips: referral marketing, learn how to write effective copy, learn marketing syntax, and establish business goals. Does anybody have any questions on that part? Do we have any questions in the chat?
No, you must be being very clear and concise and making a lot of sense, because there's no questions at all.
Okay, okay. So let me see if I can oh, I have one more marketing tip. It's not down, but I want to do a really good process with you, but we have a little more time. So I want to give you one more good tip. It's very important for you to identify 3 to 5 concrete benefits of working with you. Okay? Some of the benefits of working with me are that I give you a roadmap to success. Another benefit of working with me, particularly in my area of training people, I give you a shortcut to hypnosis in the kinds of trainings that I do. So what I'm wanting you to see is that you identify 3 to 5 benefits of working with you. And whenever you talk to a prospect, you match their problem with your benefit. Okay? Once you do that, just like with any rapport building technique, you begin to become the trusted advisor. Okay? So, you know, we're all ethical people. We would never advise someone to do something that we didn't really believe in. But when you're in that position of a trusted advisor and you say to someone, I think the very best way that we, because you're establishing a team, that we can help you achieve your goal is to establish a program of working together weekly for a period of time. So you always want to use this formula. Lead with the transformation, describe the process to get there, and then end up with the cost.
We do have one question now in the chat from Christiana, but she didn't actually post what the question is. She just says she has one. So, oh, here we go. Okay. She struggles with marketing herself as a business. She says, I mean, even the word business feels a bit unethical, but I'm getting better. Any tips on reconciling being a healer and a businesswoman?
Absolutely, absolutely. the reality is that if you have a spiritual calling, and I have a spiritual calling, and I'm sure many of you have a spiritual calling to help heal, that does not in any way prevent you from being able to be the master at it. And that means being able to, it's like the chariot in the tarot. It's the ability to hold the reins of life in a successful way. And here's a good thing for you to remember. When good people become wealthy, they can do good things.
She followed that up with earning money from wounded people. Which I totally get, but I think you just addressed that before I even read it to you.
Yeah.
It's not that you're taking money from somebody, you're actually giving them their health or their wellness or whatever it is that they need, their success, right? But in order for us to do that, we have to be able to be living a life that isn't constantly stressed out by scarcity, because how can we give the best of ourselves?
Absolutely.
If we're like, oh my gosh, I can't pay my bills and all that. So
yeah, I think that's definitely important. And I know myself in the early years of my life did need to do some past life work around this idea of not being able to accept abundance and clear that up.
I really loved one thing that I love a lot of what you said, but one thing really stuck out because I don't think enough of us do this, but that's asking for referrals. You can't get what you don't ask for, and people are not psychic. They're off in their own, like, oh my gosh, I feel so different and changed and what's going on and whatever. They're not thinking about like, oh, maybe I should help this woman's business grow. Like you have to say, here's what I would like,
Yes, definitely.
So I love that.
Okay, let's do our process. So everybody just take a moment to get yourself centered. And just allowing yourself now to just gently open the eyes and look up at the top of the forehead. And taking a deep breath in, exhaling through the mouth and rolling the eyelids down. And allowing yourself to sink down now to a deeper place, a deeper state. Take in another long and deep and full breath into your body. And as you exhale, you make the decision, you make the choice to let go, let go, let go. Take in another breath now into the body. And as you exhale now, you find the rhythm of your breath. You find the rhythm. The in-breath is life and vitality. The out-breath is tension and stress. I'm going to count backwards from 10 to 1, and each descending number takes you deeper now. 10, 9, 8, go deeper now. 7, 6, 5, go deeper still. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now imagine a soft, warm shower of light washing down upon you. Washing away the tension, washing away the pressure. The shower creates such a vibrating, tingling sensation as you relax and let go, relax and let go. Relaxing the scalp, the forehead, the jaw. Let the jaw drop now. The cheeks and the ears, the eyes, letting go now. Now the eyes are the windows of your soul. And as the outer eyes are closed, let's open the eyes of your soul. Open the eyes of your soul, and you go deeper now. Relax the neck and the shoulders, the arms and the hands. Taking deeper breaths now into the chest now. And as you let go, you move deeper, you move deeper, you move deeper inside. Relaxing hips and thighs, knees and calves, feet and toes, your body knows. Your body knows. Now let's go into the mind. 10, 9, 8, go to the mind. 7, 6, 5, go to the mind. 4, 3, 2, 1. You're inside of the room of the mind, the room to put thoughts away. There's a divine order in the universe. All life-enhancing thoughts will come back in perfect order. Clear the mind. Now, in one corner of the room of the mind is a special box to put thoughts, feelings, and beliefs that block your ability to really use the power of your mind. Anything that's limiting you. Let's clear that here and now. And I'm going to give you a moment of time to clear the mind. And now it's good to know that you can put the lid on that box. It's good to know that you can say lessons learned and karma done. It's time to move on. It's time to move on. And it's good to know that you have a conscious and a subconscious, and that's good to know. So good to know. And it's good to know that the conscious mind is drifting now. The subconscious hears and understands everything I am saying. I am talking to the subconscious. The subconscious knows now how very deep you need to be to get the maximum benefit right here, right now, the maximum benefit. 10, 9, 8, deeper, 7, 6, 5, deeper, 4, 3, 2, 1. I now direct the subconscious to release and clear all of the contents of this box. I now direct the subconscious to release and clear all experiences, creating blocks to maximizing the power of the mind. All of the shock and the trauma connected. The web and the linkage of feelings, particularly all feelings of fear, releasing and clearing, anxiety, releasing and clearing, depression, releasing and clearing, irritation, frustration, anger, release and clear, go deeper now. And all other feelings, whether known or unknown, create blocks to maximizing the power of the mind. Going deeper now. I now direct your subconscious to release and clear the habit and pattern of having blocks on any level, releasing and clearing. I now direct the subconscious to release and clear all beliefs and variations of belief, whether known or unknown, that on any level reinforce or support blocks to maximizing the power of your mind. I now direct your subconscious to release and clear all of this content because you are ready, because you are willing, because you are able, and because you have inner and outer support. To release and clear from the physical body, from every cell in the body, from the mind and all processes, from the emotions, from the entire energy field, each and every chakra, all layers of the aura, because you are ready, because you are willing, because you are able, and because you have inner and outer support. Now I want you to imagine that all of that blocking energy is like old dark gray, cold gray. And all of the old dark gray pours out of you. It flows out of the fingers and out of the toes. It flows out of the ears and the eyes and the nose. It pours out of you. It flows out of the mind like dark gray fears. It flows out of the heart like dark gray tears. It flows out of the energy field like that pattern gray. Let the gray flow away. Let the gray flow away. Now, directly above your head is a beautiful golden sun, a symbol for and a connector to the eternal sun. And the golden light of the golden sun flows down smoothly and evenly, and it washes away all of your gray. Take a breath, go deeper now. And the golden light flows into the soles of the feet and the arches, the complex bones on the top of the feet, the ankles, the calves, the knees, the thighs, waves and waves of that golden light. And as the light flows into you, it lights up light inside of you. And the light flows all through the vital organs into the face, the jaw, the cheeks, the ears, the eyes, the mind. It flows up the spinal column, infuses the physical brain with light now. And you go deeper now. I want you to begin to imagine that you're standing on a path that goes to a door, the door of possibilities, the door of creating the business of your dreams, the door of your ideal clients, the door of manifesting all of the possibilities for you. There are 10 steps that take you through the door. 10, 9, 8, go to the door. 7, 6, 5, go to the door. 4, 3, 2, 1. You're standing in front of a door now that says door of possibilities. In order to go through this door, you have to walk through the colors of the rainbow and up your frequency and vibration. So step into the color red. Think about the most brilliant and vibrant and energizing red. And as you're focusing on that color red, you have courage. You have the courage to dream the big dreams. You have the courage to clearly define the business of your heart's desire. You have courage. And as you're breathing, that red courage is infusing you, And you're moving higher and higher now. And you step into orange, brilliant, vibrant, shining orange. And the orange energy infuses you with vitality and life. And you feel alive, vital, strong. Enthusiasm and energy are pouring into you. And you move higher now. And you step into the color yellow. There's a golden yellow sun shining all around you. And you feel naturally happy from the inside. You are naturally happy from the inside. And you feel now a sense of happiness flowing all through you. And you move higher now. And you move higher. Now let's step into green. It's a cool, refreshing green. A rich, deep emerald green flowing into you, healing all of the wounds of the past, healing the wounds of the past now. And you breathe in green. Moving higher now. Stepping into sky blue. Such a clear and wonderful sky blue floating in the sky now. No cares, no worries. Everything is going to turn out fine. Open yourself to those spiritual helpers. Open yourself to the spiritual helper. And move higher now. Now let's step into deep, dark, midnight blue and open your intuition. There's a part of you that's wise, that comes from intuition. There's a part of you that knows the truth. Open yourself to your wisdom. Open yourself to your truth. Take a moment now and say to yourself, what do I need to know to really build my practice? What do I need to know to have a totally successful hypnosis profession and business? And listen inside. And now the color purple flows all around you, and you gather all of your resources together. And you open that door and you step into your own inner workshop. Your inner workshop has 4 different sections. There's a sanctuary where you can meet with your own higher self or spiritual guides. There's a resource center where you have access to all information you need. There's a planning and development center where you on the inside can plan and develop your business. And there's a movie theater where you can watch yourself successfully achieving your goals. Today, we're going to go into the planning center. In this planning center is everything that you need to plan the next 3 months of your business. Opening yourself to that inner guidance. There are calendars and computers and whiteboards. And I'm going to give you a couple of moments to really plan the next 3 months of your business. July, August, September. Plan those in the planning center. And now you come out of the planning center and you go to the movie theater. And you're sitting in a comfortable seat and you're watching a movie of you in the next 3 months. And you notice you and the things that you do. And you notice your positive mental attitude. And you notice yourself being able to follow your own plan. It's so important to have a plan. To make a plan and follow through, it becomes easy to do. It's easy to do. You make a plan, you follow through. It's good for you. It's good for you. And you watch yourself now achieving a higher level of success. You watch yourself now seeing more clients if that's what you're desiring to do. You see yourself making more money with grace and graciousness, with ease and effort. Because when good people become wealthy, they do good things. And now you step into the movie. You allow yourself in an easy and gentle way to move into that movie and to feel it. To feel yourself enjoying what you do, to feel yourself making really good money, to feel yourself making a difference in the world. And now you step out of the movie, but you keep it inside of your heart. And as you get ready to leave your inner workshop, you are ready, willing and able to claim more success in the world. And as you step out of that door and the sun shines down upon you, you have a new level of confidence that comes from inside of yourself. You have a new level of confidence that radiates all through your life. And every day, in every way, it gets easier and easier. Just let it be so. Let it be so. Getting ready to come back now. I'm going to count to 5. When I say 5, wide awake and feeling great. You'll be alert, energetic, centered, balanced. 1, take a breath into the body. Feel your body. 2, you're starting to move and gently stretch. 3, you're moving those fingers, you're moving those toes. 4, you're getting ready to open the eyes. And 5, flutter your eyes open. Become awake and aware. So we have a few minutes left. If anybody has any final questions or wants or needs.
I don't know if they're fully awake yet. Let's give them a couple seconds.
So just take a moment and imagine you got roots that go down into the earth and you feel yourself grounded and present.
Jagir says, thank you. That was fantastic.
Great.
I saw you went very deep. I had to keep my eyes on the side in case anybody else wanted in, so I didn't get to fully participate, but maybe I'll watch it later and do that. Christiana says, amazing. Thank you so much.
So I think about hypnosis practitioners as being midwives of consciousness.
Ooh, I like that.
Okay. And we are in the age of consciousness. We are in the age of Aquarius. We may be only at the doorway, but we are in the age. And so people need you. Because the only way that you can fully participate in this new age is to elevate your consciousness. And that really often involves clearing out the subconscious and allowing the conscious mind to learn new ways of being in the world.
John K says, nice, thank you. Great content as well. I think so too, since I was consciously aware of it. I heard all the brilliant embedded commands in there, Zoilita. Thank you for that.
And be sure and pick up your handout and invite other people in the group to get the handout because it's got some really good detailed information.
And this will be available in the group as a replay. As soon as I exit out, it will be available. Mel Wilson says, thank you very much. That was great. Dorothy, who is currently going by the coach today, says she arrived late and it was wonderful what she was able to hear. And Savage says, love your energy. Ruthie Ann says, thoroughly enjoyed that. Great information. Thank you so much. So what a wonderful treat to have you with us today, Zoilita. Thank you so much. And bringing your 40 years of hypnosis expertise and 15, did you say 15 years of coaching?
50 years.
50 years of hypnosis.
As a psychotherapist and about 14 as a coach.
As a coach. Wonderful. Yeah. Thank you. Deborah says, loved the handout. She read it all as soon as she received it. Great information. Marketing syntax is fascinating, Zoilita. So
yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much. It was quite an honor to have you. Really appreciate that. Does anybody have anything last minute that they want to ask her before we go? We got 2 minutes. I think that everybody's thoroughly tranced out and ready to go have a fantastic, successful hypnosis business. So
very good. That's what we want.
All right. Thank you so much, Zoilita. Have a wonderful day and night to those of you on the other side of the planet. And we'll see you next month. Same bat time, same bat place.